A while ago, there was a bubble. I'm gonna have to figure out what that was. So I'm hoping that didn't, whatever. Okay, I have Sacco with me today. We're going to take a bath. Yes, cutie, you are going to take a bath. So I'm wondering, Steph, because I started my stream. I started the stream and it was a bubble. It was a little bubble. Yes, I'm talking to you, sir.
What are you wondering?
Huh?
What are you wondering?
What am I on? Wondering? Because it was just a bubble instead of being the whole, the whole screen. And I don't know why it ended up being just a bubble. It's just weird. Okay, now it seems to be okay. It's okay now. Hello. Hello, I have Sacco. Here, I'm going to show Sacco, not me. Sacco's a good boy, so I'm here for any questions or just here if you guys want to just watch me work. I'm going to give him 2 shampoos, of course. Shakey shake. Shampoo's all at the bottom. It's a bit Sacco. Yeah, this is my 3rd time with Sacco. He does pretty good in general. It's written sweet pup. Let's see how sweet you are today. Good dog. Oh, you got some stuff back there, huh? What would you guys do without me? You'd go somewhere else. You'd see another groomer. But you're dirty. Ooh. You can just feel it when your soap's not reacting the same way. I don't know how to explain the feeling. It's just, I don't know. Mushier, maybe? Is that the explanation? Mushier. So good morning to everyone. Little Sacco's with me this morning. Little Yorkie. For those who don't know me, my name is Elizabeth Jenn, and I've been grooming since 2010. So it's been a little while. Just a little while, huh? Just going on my 15th year. So I'm here for any questions, if ever anyone has any questions. Little Yorkie face. He looks just like my Jace. Yes, you do. Except Jace has a little more black on his chin and the sides. You got poopies there. I'm gonna get rid of those. All right, give him a rinse. And we're going in for 2nd shampoo. Just a quick rinse. Look how dirty that water is. See that? Ooh, you was dirty. That's gotta feel good, hun. Yes. Put a little water in those corners of the eyes there so that those poopies can come off easily. All right, let's do shampoo number 2. Gotta get it all mixed up because I just made this mix, and the shampoo's in the bottom. Now this is a hydrating shampoo. It's a 2-in-1. The other one was the Germinator. You could use the same shampoo. I mean, I wouldn't use the Germinator like do 2 shampoos with the Germinator because there's no. I'd do it only if I'd add a conditioner afterwards. But using this one here, the other one, which one is that one? That's the SOOS shampoo 2-in-1. I like it. It's light. It's not one of those high fragrance shampoos. It's nice and light. On the neck. No, now you're feeling really clean now. Now you're feeling clean now. You're a good boy. Yes, you are a good boy. Do a good job. You sure do. Hang on. I'm going to get a little bit of this facial, blueberry facial. Just a drop is fine. It suds up a lot on the second shampoo. It suds up a lot. There. Good boy. All right, give him a second rinse, and let's get him to the table. I spent the weekend, all day yesterday and the day before yesterday, yes, so it's pretty much the weekend for me, repotting my plants. I have so many plants. I'd have more if I had more room. But I'm struggling finding room for my plants. I have some plants on my aquarium here. That's why it's pink. You'll see the pink. That's why when you see on camera, I have that pink background when I'm at the table, because I have a grow light there. But I have a whole bunch of windows, so unfortunately I can't use that huge window. I have a huge window behind me when I'm sitting at my, well, I'll probably be able to hang some. Once my window's changed, I'm having my window changed in the spring, well, soon. The whole thing's gotta go because my window's fogging up and it's just done. It's done with being a window. So after that, once that's done, I'll probably hang some plants up there behind me. You done? One more rinse on your head. I gotta be sure that you're all done here. Okay, I just want to be sure that under his ear here, I'm just holding his ear, like the opening of his ear is closed. See, just close that. I want to be sure I'm not getting any water in there. And that's why I use this here, to get rid of all of that water on the top of his head. So if I do squish, there's no water that gets squished in there. All right, you done, hon? No? Are you saying no? I just gotta be sure there's no more soap going down that drain. Seeing some soap there. Come on. Show me your belly. Good boy. Show the belly. Right. I'm still seeing some soap, guys, so that's why I have to continue. And keep an eye on that hole there, that drain. Got that little white soap residue still coming down. We're not done. That's pretty good. You did a good job. Thank you, hon. Right. Take some of this off with my towel. I just got a new little bathrobe. It's probably not going to fit him. Got a new bathrobe with rubber duckies on it. So cute. All right, we're done. Okay, are we done? Yeah, I'm gonna wipe up just a little bit. Continue wiping you on the table, but first I just want to be sure. I'm gonna add some hot water here. I like to prepare for my second pop. You know, whenever I have a next pop, like my next one's at 12:30. I just put my bottles back in there in this tub here, and I add hot water to that so that the next pup doesn't get any cold soap. You done? Are you cold? Are you shivering? Are we shivering a little bit? All right, it's full enough. Let's go. Close this light. I'm gonna set them up on the table, guys. You're gonna have to give me 2 seconds here. I'm right there with the pup, so no worries. Keeping my eye on him. Take this off. Huh? He's right there. That's what happens when you only got 2 hands. Here you are. Oh, why did that zoom in? Okay. I didn't know we could zoom in. All right. Whew. Okie dokie. Coffee. Put the coffee here. And that's his card. All right. And I'm going to turn this light on here. There you go. Hey, I'm right here. I'm right here. Okay, so I'm going to dry him up a bit with my towel. And we're going to get to his eyes and ears, and then we're going to dry him completely. Yes. Let me turn a bit like that. I got to show you guys the rubber ducky I got. Huh? Got him a cute little rubber ducky. So I'm just going to spray him down with a little bit of product. This is going to be too big for you, this one. I have to put the other one on, but I got to show everyone the rubber ducky. Look at the rubber ducky. Oh, that's fine. Is it? No, it's not. It could keep you warm just the same. Look at the rubber ducky. Isn't it cute? All right. So before putting this on, guys, I like to spray down the pup with a little bit of product here. This is just like a leave-in spray, just to help rehydrate that coat properly, and that the brushing is pretty easy. So I'll just let that, I'll let that sit, massage it in a bit, and I'm gonna put the other one on. I know the rubber duck is cute, but I think this one's a little smaller. This one will fit you better. Okay, I'll throw this coat on. So while that soaks in, I'm going to clean out his eyes, let this sit a little, let the product work in. Okay, so this one's as cute, huh? I couldn't find any smaller rubber ducky ones, and I can't find any bathrobes that are for even like teacups. They're just so cute. I should collect them. So let's get in a little closer here, and I'm going to show you. Are you a dog groomer? I think so. Been doing this for 15 years. Yes, I am a dog groomer, professional dog groomer. I run my own business. Okay, so I'm going to clean out here. Yeah, I'm not. I groom at home. My business is at home, but I've been doing this for 15 years now. Going on 15 years. In October, it'll be 15 years. Okay, let's do this. Come here, hon. There. So I took out all those poopies, and I'm just like creating a little sunshine thing going on. Like all the hairs are coming out all around like that, and I'm just going to take a little bit off each side, just a little. There, just so that he can see, not have any hair in the corners of his eyes. Now I'm going to come in and clean his eyes with this product, because those poopies were there. You know, we're in the bath, we're scrubbing, but the poops don't always come out. And when they're too close to the eye, you know, you don't get any soap in there. So this is eye product that I put on a little pad here. And I'm just going to go get just a little bit of that, like that. That's good. Let's check out your ears. Okay. His ears are good. Good in the sense that I don't need to pluck anything. I don't need to shave or pluck, so I'm just adding a little bit of product, ear product, to these two rounds here. Get them nicely saturated. I'm going to clean that ear here. You know, there's different ways to clean the ears. You can either use like hemostats, you know, with a cotton ball on it and dip it in that solution and then go in deeper. Sometimes some products you can just pour directly into the ear. I just prefer doing it this way. I'll cut some of that hair out. We'll throw this one away and go in with a clean pad for his other ear. He's not very dirty. Those ears are nice and pink. So again, as I mentioned, always mention, a few strand of hairs are fine. What you don't want is for that ear to get all blocked up. So, there. All right, I'm gonna check the back here because he had poops a while ago. I'm gonna go back my flea comb. Yuck, yucky yuckies. Okay, so there's nothing, and I go in with my flea comb because sometimes there's debris that stays stuck there. And I'm just going to snip some of that out. If there was debris, there was nothing. It was pretty clean. I'd come in with a little a baby wipe and wipe that bum up. All right, so all is good. I'm going to now disinfect my tools because it's safer to disinfect. So I'll add a little bit of alcohol on my tools here. There. All right. Especially the tools that have been in questionable areas. All right. You ready for a little brush? We're going to take this off. We're going to brush you and dry you. I'll put this one there. I'm gonna brush and dry. Now the head I always dry last. I need to get them used to the sound of the dryer. And I'm just gonna brush a bit. And a good little brush. This is a wet brush. It's got those little plastic nibs at the end so that it doesn't scratch the dog's skin. You don't want to be scratching the dog's skin. You just tap and pull up and away. But it's okay even if you brush on the body. I wouldn't do this with a slicker brush. Slicker brushes scratch. But not this. Always check out the feeling on your arm first to see how it's going to feel for the dog also. Finished the brushing. I like to give a quick brush. It helps to dry the dog as quick as possible. Up. You know, the goal is, to get the dog off the table as quick as you can in general, because some dogs are very stressed. And when I say quick, it doesn't mean to work fast. It just means to work efficiently. So having all of your tools set in the same place all the time, it helps. It helps. At the end of your groom, you might have gained 5 minutes, 5 minutes more, 5 minutes faster, So I'm still going to add a little bit of alcohol onto my brush there. So I'm going to wear a mask because when the hair blows around, I don't want to be breathing it. I'm going to wear ear protection. I'm going to put some on you too. I got a nice blue one for you. Is blue okay? Just bring those little ears down like this. Yeah, you're not going to be so scared of the dryer like that. So let's back this up. I'm going to get my dryer. I'm going to dry his body. There you go. We're gonna dry your head now. Huh? Hey, Sacco. Those who just joined, his name is Sacco. I see there's a few questions there. I'm just going to look at. No, hey, don't don't pull on that. Okay. Oof, that's a little cough. All right, sorry. What is the biggest dog you've ever groomed? I've actually groomed. Oh my God, what was it? A Bouvier Bernois? What is that in English? What are you doing coughing like that? Do you have a sensitive throat? A little sensitive at your throat? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But no, I don't groom big dogs anymore. Only one time. I don't remember, what is that? I have it in French, Bouvier Bernois. I'm not sure in English, but I'm not sure. How did you go about getting your license? I got it through International Career School of Canada. That was ICS. That was like 15 years ago. It was an online course that's recognized. I got it through that, but it was just the like the basics of grooming, becoming a groomer, like how to shave, what blades to use, how to approach a dog, and all those basics. But then I went into studying with Judy Murphy. She had courses online and videos and whatnot that I could follow. And I studied with I learned my cuts, all scissor cutting with Jody Murphy. Oh, Kathy, thank you. I'm happy you enjoy my videos. Thank you so much. I'm happy you enjoy it. It really helps me out having people watch my videos, and I can bring more content to you like this. Okay, so I'm going to dry Sacco's little head here, and I'm going to use a different dryer. I'm going to go with this one here. We're going to try with this one, see how he does. I'm coming slowly. Pulls that ear down a bit, just so that he doesn't have to feel that wind. But he pulls, and see guys, see what he's doing? He just pulls a bit. What I'm going to do, some dogs are a little more sensitive, their throats are sensitive. So what I'll do is I'll just bring one leg over like that. So he should be okay like that. You freed his neck, so. Once I just start doing the cut, he should be fine if I put it around his neck. The only reason why is because he's pulling right now. So if he's pulling because he doesn't want the drying, of course, it might kind of tickle his throat there. So if ever you're interested in these dryers, I have a second one, a different one. They're on Amazon. Just look for dog dryers and small dog dryers. And you should find those there. So he's not too bad for his face. He's kind of showing me he's a little annoyed with it, but if he was really bad with it, I would just dry a little, just to get a little bit of the hairs to separate. I'd probably stop right there. But he's just lightly annoyed with it. So I'm going to focus 2 seconds and come in with my comb. I want to separate those hairs. Excuse me. If there's a resistance, I like to just pick through, not just pull. There's going to be a resistance there. You don't just pull on that. You're going to pick through it, okay? You don't want to rip the hair out. The dog won't like you. Huh? The dog won't like you. You won't like me. I wouldn't like me either. Always go in nice and slow around the eyes. There. See, that's combed out. Now we're going to try again a little more. Just a little. And this dryer is actually quieter than what you're hearing on video. For some reason, it sounds louder on video. So, very quiet dryer compared to the force dryer, of course. I like it. I could easily just use a handheld dryer, you know, for human hair. That's fine. But I like this one because it's got that little nozzle, and you can change your different nozzle tips too. Can you turn around, honey? Can I see the other side? Hang on. To this side. Just a little bit. You look like a little gremlin with those ears. Look at that. I'm always trying to hold the dryer like away from the ear, not towards the ear, the best you can. Nothing perfect. So. Downwards. Often they don't like their nose to be tickled like that. And moving hair around as you're drying, that helps a lot to get it dry faster because you're separating the hair. You want me to stop there? I'll stop there. I'll stop there. So see, he's just a little, kind of little wet around the mouth here. Comb that out. And we'll let that dry. He's just annoyed with me right now, so I don't want to bug him too much. Okay? Are you annoyed with me, honey? All right, now I'm gonna give him a little brush. Two different types of slicker brushes. I have the bigger one and the smaller one. This one's got, the pins are a little softer, so I tend to use this one around the face whenever the dog has a smaller face. And when you're using your slicker brush, please always use it by tapping up and away from the coat. I find that sometimes when we're combing, we're brushing on camera, we're not seeing, you know, you don't see the tap and lift when you're going faster. It kind of looks like you're brushing against the skin, but I'm not, and you shouldn't either, because that scratches. Tapping and pulling away, just tap, but lightly tap. So I go in with my comb just to be sure that all of that hair, that work is well done. So we did one side here. We did the tail, tapping. If you get too stuck with a knot, find it and either work it or cut it out. And you can cut it with just regular scissors or whatever scissors you have on hand if you're at home. Or you can just, if you have those scissors with teeth, these here, the either chunkers or blenders or whatnot. These types of scissors here. See, they got those little teeth. That helps for the snip to not show. Just blends it in. It's fine. There. Okay, I'm going to take this off. See how he does with just this around his neck. He probably won't be pulling as much, so he should be good. Your little feet need to be brushed too, honey. Turn. Excuse me. The other one? You got 4, you know. Hang on. This is a good guy to groom. You are a good guy to groom. You're a GGG, good guy to groom. Huh? Can you show me your belly? Move a bit. They're extremely sensitive under here. This is going to be all shaped out. So I'm not going to be brushing in there or combing because it's going to be shaved out. You take this off, and I'm going to answer your questions, guys, to see that maybe there's... yes, it is a Yorkie. Maya? Is that Maya? Sorry. Yes, this is a little Yorkie. Oh, he is very sensitive. His neck, his throat is sensitive. I'm going to have to write that down in his, on his card there. So around the neck, no knots. All right, so let's get into the cutting. I'll start off with the 10 blade for the belly. Look at those ears. Look at those little ears. I'm anxious to get that done so that he has those little ears pop back up. They're droopy. So yes, I mention this every single video pretty much. If you're grooming, and especially if you're grooming often, it's best to wear a mask. There's a disease called groomer's lung. It's a real thing, look it up. And all those little hairs and the dander and everything, whatnot, after years of working with all of this, you can get groomer's lung, and it's very bad. It causes scarring and whatnot in your lungs. So it's a good idea to protect yourself. I mean, if you're just grooming a few dogs here and there, it's one thing. But if you're doing a lot of dogs like I do, I mean, I probably don't do as much as some of the groomers out there, but I still groom 4 dogs a day, 5 days a week, and for 15 years now, so it's a lot of puppies. It's a lot of air. So I have an air filter also, a filter that filters the air. Of course, an air filter is going to filter the air. I'm being very specific. Let's see. All right, we're all good. So now we're going to do his little pads. I just pulled out a 30 blade here, and we're going to do his little pads. Little pads. Hang on, turn around me. Turn around. You're all good. You're all good. You're all good. I just want your toes. Mask back up. I just want these toes. Clean out these little toes here. If you're not used to using the 30 blade, the clipper on the feet, please use a 10 blade. You got to start off with 10 blades so you're extremely comfortable with doing feet, because the 30 blade cuts a lot. You want to be careful, always come into a V over here. I don't do any digging with the 30 blade because I'm always afraid to cut the pup, so hang on, honey. So if you haven't seen my videos, I have a whole bunch of videos. They're educational or just, to watch. And yeah, I got lots of videos on my channel. I upload new videos every Monday and Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And I go live every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. If I'm not there at 10, I may be there at 12:30, because sometimes it does happen where I don't have that client. And I'll let you know in the community section if ever there's a change in day or whatnot. Okay, I'm gonna put this away. See this here? I didn't even need to use the small one. It was that good. I used the comb. All right, so I'm going to now start trimming the body. So that's going to be 16 millimeter head and body. That is the yellow Andis here. It's the 0. Okay, I'm going to use that Oliver's body, and his legs will be scissored. Okay, take this off a second. Can you see, honey? I'm going to set them. Set. Sit. Sit to set. You don't want to? Hang on. And I like to go into a little X pattern here. I'll show you here how I do that. I do crisscross pattern. Whenever it's like a hair type in general, sit down, honey. You won't sit for me. I'm trying, guys. All right, so I'm going to come in and I'm going to bring my clipper on one side, going one side like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to do on the other side. I'm going to just quit this way. And this just helps to blend in the hair better. It gives it a nice blend on the top. Instead of having just those little, you can have clipper. We always end up getting clipper marks. Clipper marks are really hard to avoid. But sometimes if I have clipper marks, I'm just going to come in and I'm going to, hang on, I need to fluff this up. If I do have clipper marks, I'm just going to use my scissor over comb And that's with my thinners. And I'll just try to get rid of that like that. So, as you can see, his body here. Can you see it, honey? Can I show your back? Let me show your back. Look at that. It's just better blended. Watch, I'm going to give it a comb. Look at that. Let's see if I give it a comb. See how nicely blended that is? Okay. All right. I'm just going to get the sides done here. Put this back on. No coughing, okay? If you cough, I'll have to set you up differently. Back this up a bit. So that's just how I do the back. There's no right or wrong. You can go down if you want, but just straight down. I'll do some straight down with, fluffier coats. But whenever it's like one of these coats that has more like a hair texture, that's what I'll do. You see how it does leave clipper marks? Even if I'm going in the same direction, they teach us to go same direction as the hair. See, I'm going same direction, it still leaves clipper marks. But that's fine because I just fix that with my scissors afterwards. And I always like to come in an angle like that. It's just how I do it. Okay, we're going to do the back end here. Boop, from the bum. Put this back on. I'm peeling hairs in my face again. Not interested in eating that, especially when I'm talking. And as you're noticing, I'm not doing anything else than to just come alongside the leg here. The rest is all going to be done with the scissors. Right? Do underneath here. He's shaking a bit. You don't need to shake. He's very sensitive at the neck here. And most dogs, this whole thing is sensitive. So when you're coming in with this tool here, you got to come in lightly, really lightly. Fold that ear back, and let's go in the back of the ear here. Do the same thing on this side, both sides. You can do a tap and pull up to come get more of that hair. Sometimes some dogs are very bony here. You got to be really careful. Can we lift up, 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 up? Thank you. You don't want to bring this down into the side here because there's a blade in there, then that could cut this. So I like to come in reverse here just to blend. What are you doing, hon? Just to blend that from the belly there, okay? And we do between your legs here. All right. You did a good job. We'll finish that off with the scissors. And now I'm just going to do the top of his head. Pull everything forward here, just dropping it off. You don't want to drop into the muzzle, the little nose there. You just want to drop off. And I like to pull that hair back like this. Pull that skin back just to get a little more in there. The rest will all be done with scissors. Okay, so the clipper part is all done. I'm going to do his nails. I'm sorry for clearing my throat like that. That's must be loud for you guys. Sorry about that. All right, let's look at your nails. Let's get in closer. I know this is a scary part for some of you. It was scary for me for a good few years before I finally got the hang of it. It took me a while to not feel stressed. This talking is getting my throat to... It took me a really good while. Remember that from one toenail to another, just because you clip a specific amount off of one toenail Doesn't mean you're going to clip the same amount off the next toenail. Each toenail is individual, okay? Because when the dog's walking, sometimes they'll use specific nails more, one more than the other, and, one can grow faster than the other. Whoa, I'm lucky I had my glasses on because that just went right at my eye. You don't want your toenails done, do you? When they're that tiny, I like to come in with my cat nippers here. Hang on. Not much, but still enough. Okay. See, now this one is longer than the other one. Hang on, hey. Just a little, just a little. One more to go, and then we're going to start scissoring. There, we got that done. Let's see if there's any questions here. Maybe if you drink a warm tea. Okay, maybe that's an answer to someone else. I'm not sure. So, sorry. That's Yesenia. What a nice name. I might not be saying it properly. Sorry. My Yorkie is 13 now. I'm afraid to clip him due to his little folds. How do you avoid that? Or are we talking about folds? What folds are we talking about? Any folds that you have, you're going to need to, like we'll say he's got folds here, you need to spread that. As long as you're pulling and spreading and making that skin taut. So if he's got these folds coming in here, you're going to pull on that to make it flat, and then you can do it. The folds here, these little folds over here, that skin, if that's what you're referring to, just always be sure to come downwards, never in the same direction. Look, if you look at the clipper here, see how it's got these teeth? So if you're going in, this is not the right size clipper blade, but I'm just showing you, just the purpose of showing you. There's a little fold here like that. If you're coming in like this, that skin, see that skin there? This skin here, that skin can get caught between the teeth. So you always want to come downwards. So when you're doing here like this, you don't want to come in and do that. You'll do like this, and you can come in like that, coming away, okay? So, but any fold that they have anywhere, any dog, if you're shaving with the, going with the clipper, you really need to just pull that skin, make sure it's flat, and then you can shave. Dandra, hi. Wrinkles on his neck, that's it. So pull that skin like this, pull the skin, you're gonna pull that skin, the wrinkle, make it flat, 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 okay? No more wrinkles, make them look young again. And then just come in and shave and do your shaving, your clipping, okay? Because it's totally normal that it scares you that you would get that caught in the fold, because that's what would happen. Sometimes you'll have to, maybe if there's a lot of bone in here, sometimes there's bones that protrude a little more. You can pull, like my hand is right behind the neck, and you pull like this, just lightly, okay? And then you just gotta, once it's flat, and if there's a lot of bone, come in an angle like this, maybe also. Come in sideways, because that bump is going to be holes and bumps everywhere. So you got to kind of work your clipper around it. But as long as that skin is nice and taut. I hope that helps. You're welcome. Waiting for face trimming. Yes, I just needed to answer that question there. Yes, I made that mistake many years ago. My older Maltese. I felt terrible. We all make these mistakes. Little mistakes. Yes, but we learn as long as you learn from your mistakes. Tips for under paws. We're talking about clipping. For tips for under paws, if we're going to be clipping under the paw, you got to be sure that you're using a 10 blade if you're not used to using any blades under the paws. So while you're clipping under the paw, you come up, but you come sideways like this. See how it's into a V? There's like this V shape here. Okay, you don't want to come in like this. You want to come in like that, sideways and sideways. Think of coming into the side of this little pad here. See how it's a V shape? So you come in and shave, just using the tip. Shave, 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 okay? If there, you can pull also, there's little hairs here, so you can do it. There's little hairs that you can pull up into the sides here, and you just tip that off like that, but you want to do this like this and like that. I'm coming behind it, okay? You still had a little there. I wouldn't advise digging into. A lot of groomers will dig into, but they're professional groomers. If you're professional, I'm not sure, or you're just starting out, or you're just like, if you're a mom at home, a fur baby, but use a 10 blade. If you want to do a little light digging, go in with a 10 blade, not the 30 blade. The 30 blade cuts shorter, and therefore you can cut the dog. There is a little tendon in there, and that can get caught in there, and you don't want to do that. So, and if ever there are any mats in there, again, with the 10 blade, you can try to get to it. If not, I usually use scissors, but it's very tricky. You got to be extremely careful. You just pull and play around with that knot. As long as your dog's letting you do it, I wouldn't come in and cut flat. I would come in under the knot like this and just snip some out. But you might be safer with the 10 blade. I'm just saying, if that knot is nasty, that mat is nasty and just won't come out. But you got to be extremely careful, because those little pads, anything that is the extremities, nose, tongue, ears, pads, feet, that bleeds a lot. So I hope that helps you a little bit. So we're going to get into the, is the Yorkie your puppy? No, this little puppy is my client's dog, and it's my third time with this little one here. And his name is Sacco, for those who don't know. So let's do the legs now. We're going to get into grooming the legs and then the face. So we're almost done, huh, guys? So first, what I like to do is I like to just come in and cut around the feet here. I like to do it off the table. I lift that foot and I come in and do flat. No Sacco. No Sacco, no Sacco. And you can keep it on the table if you want and just come and trim around like this. As long as you're in a bevel, you know, you're beveling that foot. Instead of being flat like this, just turn your scissors just a bit. And when I do the feet, that's what I do. I'm flat, more flat than sideways, so that it does cause a bevel once I put the foot down. So I'm flat. Being extremely careful, guys. Again, these little paw pads bleed. Accidents do happen. Doesn't mean you're a bad person. These animals, they're animals, moving canvas. So as you're working with sharp objects, sometimes they'll be pulling, or, you know, you're trying to work, and accidents do happen. You know, you can be the best groomer in the world. You're careful, you have experience. Oops, something happened. It's called an accident. Just like driving a car, like, you know, it happens. As long as there's no malintention behind all of this, it does not make you a bad person. Okay, so I got all 4 paws done. Now I'm going to come and do this first side here. So I'm coming in with my curves, creating a curve here. We're going to fix this here, down there. Make it nice and straight, going from the heel straight to the ground, to the bottom. I'm going to fluff all of this up and away so that I can come in and just go straight down. You don't want to go fast, guys. It's not about being fast. If you want to be a faster groomer, you need to be an efficient groomer, not faster. It's not that you're moving faster. You're just efficient. Keeping your tools where they need to be, you know. So you're not looking for them all the time. Where did I put that, you know? Where did I put this? Where did I put that? You want to avoid that. That will make you a faster groomer. Speed is not the answer. Not for me anyhow. So this side, I'm going to fluff this all up. Fluff it up. I'm just going to go downwards like this. Notice I'm holding him in the back. I'm holding that leg. I'm pushing my finger against that leg. And I'm only using that tip there. Fluff this back up again. I'm just getting the bulk out. Because a while ago, we used our clipper. We didn't use it at the top. We didn't use it down here. So. And all we're doing is just shaping the leg around that, you know, around the whole bone, you know, the way the bone and muscle falls. Just following that leg. See, now I need to follow the leg down. That. Same thing here. Now I'm going to go on the inside. Remember we did the inside from the other side? Now we're just going to go straight down. I hope you guys are seeing this. My arm's probably in the way. And yes, I jump from my straights to my curves, and you can do all this with your straights. There's no law. This isn't competitive grooming. This is just, well, not just. I keep saying just. It's not just, but this is taking care of your fur baby at home. So all I'm doing here is I'm creating a nice curve there. Take more off. What I'm going to do, you'll see in a moment, I'm going to show you my scissor over comb technique that I like to use. Now we're going to do this side here. All of that leg, all the way down, straight down. Okay. Fluff up again, just straight down. That's fine for now. I'm going to come in and get rid of all of that from under the arm. A while ago we shaved. There. Right? And hang on, honey, hang on. And I'm going to go straight. Here, be careful, here, right here, there's that little toe, that extra toe. Just want to go in nice and straight. Back down. I like to get rid of this here. There's always that little elbow here. And you gotta, you know, use your eyes to see what's not looking good. Sometimes you gotta go in a good few times. And then you'll comb the hair again and it's like, what? What's that hair doing there? I thought I got it all done. All right, so we're going to start with that. When I'm done the groom, often I'll just go back in and just look at whatever's sticking out. And, all right, I'll put this back on here because I'm breathing all that hair. What I do like to do when I want to get rid of some of those clipper marks, I'll just cut along the spine of my comb here. If the dog permits me, some dogs just want to sit, so this just helps get rid of some of that, some of the clipper marks. And you want to keep your scissor flowing all the time. If your scissor just stops and you keep cutting, you can end up creating a hole, and you don't want that. So all I'm doing here is trying to get rid of some of those clipper marks. Does a really, really good job. Whoops, you want to sit now? Wait, that seems not bad, huh? Huh? It's not too bad, not too shabby. Hang on, I just want to fix this here. Wasn't enough for me. There, okay, So see that side, how it looks a lot softer? Okay, I'm gonna back this up, bring him forward. And I always like to start on that leg, his right leg, the back leg. Come and do the front, and we're gonna go around and do the other side. We'll pull everything to one side. Watch it, there's that little thumb here. And I just wanna go straight in. Straight in, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Wait. Yeah, well, see, usually I like to hold like that little hair there, that tuft of hair. He won't let me, so I'll just lock his leg like this instead. There are different ways to get this done. If that leg is nice and straight, I'm just going to come all around like that. Hang on, hang on. Just lean your head there. Just want to make that leg nice and straight, honey. Go straight down. Hang on. You're good. You're okay. Can I look underneath? Can you just let me look underneath? Give me a second. I always try to keep that head away from the scissors. You just gotta let them know you don't want their head there. Okay, so let's drop that. That's 1 foot. So 1 foot, come put your foot down, honey. Boop, boop. There, so you got one leg, and then you got the other leg. All right, so I'm gonna do this side, fluff everything up again. I'm gonna turn him to the side like this, keeping my hand under the body like that to try to keep him as straight as possible. And I'm just gonna come down like that. Go straight down. Fluff up once again. Go right down to the table. See, this is what I was saying when I was taking the Jody Murphy lessons. This is what she showed me how to do this 15 years ago. That was a while back. It's crazy how time flies, though. I'm going to sit you down. Sit, 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 sit. There. No, you don't want to sit. He doesn't want to sit. And he doesn't like that I hold his paw, so. You're a little difficult at the paws. Again, there's a thumb there. You got to think of that. We're going straight into the armpit. I'm going to bring everything to the side again. Turn his foot. Lock that leg. Fluff everything up in the front, and I'm just coming in flat. Taking all of that out and going all around his foot. That's all I'm doing, guys. Do the same thing from underneath. His head's right there because these scissors are really close, so his head's leaning on my hand. You gonna fall asleep there, honey? I don't think so. All right. Hang on, we're not done. We are not done the front of your leg. Just holding his head up and away. You want to hold the head up and away from your scissors, guys. The best you can. And go straight down. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Just gotta, you know, once you got the bulk off, then you just have to try to perfect it the best you can. Okay? Yeah, 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 yeah. You're okay. Okay, maybe. Let's get a little brush here. Give it a shake. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. What's that beeping sound, huh? Okay. I might want to come in if he lets me. If he doesn't, fine. I just want to do a little bit of this here. Just a little bit. So legs are looking okay. Show me the legs, show me the legs. Boop, boop, there you go. Not that bad, not too shabby. Always remember, guys, this is not competition. Just get your groom done as best as you can. The necessities first, right? You need to make them clean, dry them out, keep them brushed. All the rest, you know. You keep that hair away from the bum and the eyes. That's the basic needs. And nails, of course. Give me just a second, guys. I'm going to have a look to see if there's anything anyone needs. I will be right there to answer your question or questions. I'm going to do the same thing on the inside here. We're going to just come and snip straight down. I'm just following, okay? Some may say that's not the standard cut, or it is what it is, guys. This is how I groom, and this is what I do, and this is what my clients come back to me for. Keeping their pups nice and clean. We'll finish this off after. I want to come in and do the side. And you know, these dogs are not out there for show. It needs to be, you know, a lot of the clients will have their dogs cut shorter or have them shaved because it's better for them at home, you know. They get dirty fast. You know, a lot of clients want to have their dogs as short as possible because not everyone has the money to come in every 3-4 weeks to have their dog groomed, right? So they'll have them shaved and then it'll last longer. Some specific dogs knot up easy. And if they're all knotted up and matted, they don't have time, you know. Some clients, they have their kids, they have their lives, you know. They don't have time to be sitting there and brushing that dog every single day. So they might come in, have the dog done a little shorter, you know. So this is how my client likes her dog. This dog is staying healthy and the coat's staying healthy. I see him every 6 weeks. See how much, there's a lot to cut off? See how fast that grows? Wow. How old are you, pup? 2015. So you're 10. Wow, you still look like a baby. This little one's 10 and still looks like a little baby. All right, so that's all I did here, guys. I just follow the leg, and we're gonna come in here. You gotta be careful. Remember that little flap we talked about a while ago? I'm just gonna go around. My finger's there. I wanna be sure if I catch something, I wanna catch my finger first, not the pup's leg. Leg or flap. Whatchamacallit. Whatchamahoos. All right, so we're gonna do the tail and then the head. So what I'm gonna do here is the same thing, guys. As a while ago, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna use scissor over comb, if he lets me. You need the dog to turn. I need you to turn. And this again is just to get rid of any clipper marks. The clipper didn't come all the way down there, so. It's more on the sides here and maybe on the back. Come in sideways. This side here. And these scissors are so forgiving. It's like you'll cut and it doesn't leave any marks. As long as you're flowing with your scissor. Some of you may say, how come you just didn't do the scissors like this, the whole dog with the scissors? I could. It's just not how I fly. I like to get the length down the same thing every single time. Going in and just doing the scissor. See how clean that looks now? Going in with just the scissors might cause it to be like a little longer, you know, it's not exact. It can't be exact. So I like to have the exact same length. So I'm going to pull all of that in. We did take some off a while ago. Excuse me, guys, give me a second. I'm choking on something here. I took a breath in and I think I got some hairs there. Give me a second again. Whoa. All right. So here I'm just measuring to see how much room I have to cut. I'm just going to cut some of that out. And flat here. I'm just cutting the bulk out. You've got to be extremely careful here. You can use a clipper if you want to use a clipper, as long as you're using a 10 blade and nothing else around the anus here. But I'll use this here to make it look a lot softer. I just wanted to get most of the bulk off. So I'm just going to clip the tail and I'm going to check for questions and we're going to do the head. We're almost done. Almost done. See here, it looks a little triangle. I don't like that. Try to round that out. You always remember you're holding the tail up. You're not holding the dog up by the tail. If the dog wants to sit, and he's not, because see, if I let go, he won't drop down. If you're to let go and the dog drops down, that's because you're holding the dog up by the tail. So you want to come around and hold him like this. And then the dog is going to lean into you. Okay? All right. So the tail, pretty easy. I usually bring it right down to the table, unless the client's asking me for a longer tail. But if they don't mention anything about the tail, I brought it right down to the table. And whatever's left, just tip it off. Now, I was mentioning that you don't want to hold your dog up by the tail, but this one is going to give me some trouble. So I just separated from one side to the other side. Wants to sit, coming around like that. Okay? It's really hard to get you guys to see this because he just wants to pull that way. So all I'm doing is creating a flag. I don't know if you're going to see that. I'm just coming in and I just made like a flag. And I'm going to do it a second time. Comb, because it might not be equal on both sides. Give me a second. Do the same thing. Oh boy, sorry about that. I should have put it on. Is there a way to get rid of that? Okay, sorry for the ringing, guys. It'll stop in a moment. I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb. Okay, and look on this side here. You're okay. Okay. All right. I have to get used to putting that phone on Do Not Disturb. So see the tail here? If you want, you can come in with your thinners afterwards, and you want to, you know, if you don't want it to be a sharp, sharp, sharp tail like that, just come in with your thinners, and that's going to help soften it up a bit. I'm going to turn them and stand them up. Yes, we did the inside of the legs, but we're going to do it again from this angle. See, there's other little parts hanging out there. You always want to see what's going on there. Where's the skin at, you know? All right, so we're going to do his head next. So we're going to start with the ears, and first I'm going to see here. Oh my God, my boy had a... Your boy had a tail. I better read from the top, right? Only for the face. Yes, I'm right at the face. Under paws is the Yorkie, your puppy, no. All right, we're going to tip the ears. We're just going to tip the ears here. All right, we're just going to tip the ear here. This side and this side. Yeah. And I'm just going to take a little bit off here and come to the tip here. So I tip the ears with the blade, and then I cut with my scissors. I cut the edges. Same thing here. I cut off the edges of the tip of the ear. This is a whole different tutorial, guys. Whole different tutorial. I'm going to cut underneath here, square. I'm not done with the ears. Cut under here, give it his length. All we're doing is coming into a soft round here, soft and round. Over here, I'm going to grab all of that hair on the side here. I'm going to make a little sunshine and just tip that off. Take all of this off, the bulk in the back. And I'm going to just take the bulk off here in the front. And I'm just doing this like, I'm just taking the bulk off. This is not finished. Whoops. On the top of the nose. Taking the bulk off is just the start. Everything else. Everything else will be softened up with the thinners. Do the same thing on this side. like to just pull everything back. That. Do the sunshine again. I'm just grabbing this in the tip here, and I'm going to cut all around my hand here. Forward like that. Once again, I'm going to pull that ear back. This is a lot, guys. So this is, I can't get into a full tutorial here of the head, because I have a client, my client is, of course, waiting for her dog. But I am going to cut some of the bulk on the top of the head. Okay. So I'm going to hold the head back again here, and I'm just going to come in and try to make it straighter. That tip here. Fold the ear in half. I'm try to match the back. You want to watch that tip here. There. Same thing on this side. You can come in with your curves or your straights. Fold the ear. Same thing. All right. So I'm just going to continue softening up the round here. And then I'm going to call the client. And I'm going to check to see if there's any other quick questions. And I'll move on to your day, and I'm going to move on to mine. Look at that little Yorkie, how sweet he is. So I'm just going to continue on here, guys, and then call my client. I'm going to continue snipping where I find those little sticky outies. Any questions? Do I give a puppy a bath after? I give the puppy a bath first. Thank you so much, Tony. Thank you. Okay, so guys, I'm going to let you guys go, and please subscribe and click that notification bell. And I will see you in the next video, which is this coming Friday. So I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.